Dear church family, we are less than 2 weeks away from the state's reopening on June 15th. Although capacity limits, social distance, and some mask requirements will all be dropped, some things will still not be as before.
For more than a year now, we've been dealing with mask requirements and guidelines that are constantly changing. But we're now on the home stretch and inching closer every day to our pre-pandemic lives. California is counting down to reopening. On June 15th, the state will drop their existing COVID-19 restrictions and start getting back to normal. In a press conference Friday, the Department of Public Health releasing new information on what that will look like. Capacity limits and social distancing requirements will be dropped. The state will align with the CDC guidance on masks, meaning they will not be required in most settings for fully vaccinated people. They're also adopting the CDC's travel guidance, which says unvaccinated people should get tested within 3 days of their trip. One thing that will stay in place is providing proof of vaccination or a negative test at large venues. After June 15th, indoor venues with more than 5,000 guests will be required to provide proof of vaccination or a negative test. For outdoor venues with more than 10,000 guests, it will only be a recommendation. While some may oppose them, Eaton says it's a safety issue, so there's good reason.
This is made possible because the COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations, and death continue to drop significantly.
Yesterday, CDC reported a little over 9,300 new cases of COVID-19. Our 7-day average is about 15,600 cases per day. This represents a decrease of more than 30% from our prior 7-day average. And more importantly, it is a 94% decrease from the peak of COVID-19 cases we reported in January of this year. This is the type of news I like to deliver, and certainly these data are encouraging and uplifting as we battle this pandemic. In other good news, the 7-day average of new hospital admissions is about 2,750. That is a decrease of 83% in hospitalizations since January 9th of this year, when we peaked at a 7-day average of almost 16,500 daily hospital admissions. We can all agree these trends are going in the right direction. And finally, the 7-day average of daily deaths has also declined to a new low of 363 per day, a decrease of more than 16% from the last week. Last month, FDA authorized and CDC recommended a safe and effective vaccine for COVID-19 that can be used in adolescents to prevent disease and hospitalization.
We need to encourage other people to get vaccinated if they have not yet.